jet fly over. Just let that guy go past. Oh, still going. Okay, we're here at the 2013 DSEi Arms Fair. It's the world's biggest arms fair. It covers all of the weapons from the sea to the air to the land. And tomorrow they are having a showcase of unmanned drones, just in case we needed another reason to hate them. The weapons that are exported from this fair, and it is a fair that is supported by the British government, who helped to run it alongside Clarion Events, our favourite events company. The weapons exported are used all over the world by states to crush non-violence movements who are seeking social justice, and I think we've got some people from some of those movements here today who are going to speak. The companies who will be attending the fair when it opens on Tuesday are some of the companies who are currently supplying the tear gas used in Turkey, Brazil, Bahrain and Egypt, and they're going to be here to bump up their sales. So we're here to stop them. And I'm honoured to introduce the first of our speakers today, which is Natalie Bennett, the leader of the Green Party, who's going to tell you a bit about why she's here today. Okay, I'm told I've got to be louder, so I'm going to try to be louder. Yeah. Okay, first of all, welcome back, because I know many of you have been here before, but this year we're here, we're more determined than ever, we're bigger than ever, and we're louder than ever, so let's show them. Hey! And the thing is, this year, there is something very different about the situation of the arms trade in Britain this year. I'll get back to that. I'll start with the things that aren't different. What isn't different is the government is subsidising this dreadful industry. The industry that's over there, there are more civil servants supporting that industry than every other industry in Britain put together. That's our money and it's got to stop. Yeah! And what we've still got over there, what's got to stop too, is we have authoritarian regimes. Dreadful regimes like Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, human rights abuser par excellence. They simply, the women in Saudi Arabia have no rights. The migrant workers in Saudi Arabia have no rights. They have nothing you could call a criminal justice system, and there's absolute repression. And of course they're aiding the repression in Bahrain, which you're going to hear about later. That had to stop. We have to stop regimes like Saudi being here in the future. Yeah. But there's much more than that. It's easy to point to those. That's the easy argument. What we've also got to ask the question is, why is Britain a major arms trader to the Central African Republic, which the UN has called nearly a failed state? To the Democratic Republic of Congo, to a whole range of states, Uganda, in Central and Western Africa, states that should be spending their money on other things. They're here, right there over in that building, looking to spend their money on arms, and that absolutely has to stop. And we still have over there 1,400 traders and manufacturers of arms dealers, the drone manufacturers, the manufacturers of explosive weapons, the manufacturers of that boat that behind us that we've managed to stop, and well done for that. And we need to see that trade, that industry stop in Britain. Because I started off by saying something has changed, and what has changed is that we had a vote in Parliament recently. Yes. The British Parliament voted against unilateral action in Syria. Woo! And after Iraq, and after Afghanistan, and after Libya, we've now made a big change, a big choice. Our democracy made a choice and said we're going to change our direction. Now that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be doing anything about Syria. There's one thing I agree with President Obama on. Innocent women, children, civilians, anybody being gassed is absolutely not acceptable, and the world community has to take action. But that action has to be through the United Nations, through the proper legal international channels, and that's what we've got to do. But now that we've made that vote, in Parliament, I think we've got a real chance to say it's time to change our direction. What we should say here today, this should be, must be, the last London Arms Fair. And what we must do, the second point of the plan, is we have to stop subsidising the British arms trade. No government money to subsidise the arms trade. And thirdly, it's a big one, or it's got a big price tag, we should get rid of Trident nuclear weapons. So I think we can draw inspiration from that vote in Parliament and say that was the start of a new direction, and what we're going to do is move on, stop the arms fair, stop the subsidies and get rid of Trident. Let's get on and do that together. Thank you. Thank you, that was brilliant. And Natalie is just, that's all gone. Natalie